Hello, welcome. This is episode 49 of So Well Spoken. I am Moris, and with me is Angelus.
Yo.
And Mike.
What's up?
So earlier today, today is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month, everyone.
Yep.
Legit.
Black History Month so strong it brought the podcast back.
Yep.
That's actually fitting. Maybe all those issues we had earlier, maybe that's why we had to do it during the month.
We had to, yeah. This is the month it had to start on.
Yeah.
Make sure you're following us on Twitter. We're at So Well Spoken Pod. And earlier today, I was laying in bed thinking, because I knew that today we were going to record a first episode in like 4 months. And I was like, I haven't really been on the Twitter account much. And so I should tweet something out to commemorate Black History Month. And so I tweeted out, you guys saw Happy Black History Month with the gif of, I believe it's some YouTuber, some conservative YouTuber who paid actors to do stuff in videos to spark outrage. And so I took one of the gifs out of context of a man swiping an All Lives Matter sign out of someone's hands as just like a joke, like a playful Black History Month tweet. I thought like 12 people were going to see it tops. That was my thinking going in. I was going to share it with a couple of my friends. We'd get a couple laughs and that'd be about it. But that was like 12 hours ago. And now the tweet has like 800 retweets now. We got Russian bots arguing in our mentions.
It's dude, that tweet when you sent it to the group chat on Twitter, I was like, no. And I looked at it and I was like, no. And then I read the comments. I was like, yes. Like usually when I see a whole bunch of like bots and stuff on the comments or whatever on Twitter, I try to avoid it because it irritates me and upsets me. But it's like the only time I've ever been enjoyed it. Maybe because it was like trolling or whatever, and just like now people were getting mad and like keep telling you like, oh my god, you know it's a paid actor, right? Oh my god, I know he's a paid actor, right? I'm like, dude, like, have you not read the other comments or something like that? But then even then, you can't even put no logic to it. Cause like there's a whole bunch of like Twitter bots and people that like to scour like black tags and hashtags and stuff like that just to like troll or whatever. Anyway, so it's like. That was hilarious. Start off Black History Month right, man. Pissing off a whole bunch of like random white people.
That's the best part, honestly.
And it is the first day of Black History Month.
The very first.
I know in the past we've done like stories about historical events or people who've done something of significant value. But instead of looking so far back in the past, let's celebrate the women who helped Doug Jones get elected. Because it's those little acts, like the little things that the nurse or the pharmacy worker or the school teacher like make time in their day to make sure they do their part. And I think that's important too.
I feel that. Yeah, shout out to the women from Alabama. Roll Tide ladies. I see y'all.
They definitely deserve it. I am really tired of this weird narrative that keeps coming like, oh, well, other people help. Like, no, y'all didn't help. Shut the fuck up. Like, y'all, like, white people didn't do shit to contribute to this. Like, y'all still majority voted for a pedophile. Like, don't be trying to come out here like, we helped the black women too. Y'all didn't. And then I also hate this whole, they saved us, as if black women were like, oh no, those poor white people, they're going to hurt themselves. We need to go up and save them. Nah, man, they were just like, wow, y'all motherfuckers are crazy and life is about to be way harder for us. This is self-preservation. Let's vote for this other white man. That was it.
That's all it usually like goes down to. It's never like this like weird like purity test type bullshit that you always see in these like discourse. Like pretty much the entire election in 2016 was about that. Like the primaries or whatever, it was about that. Like just like, oh, this one does this and this one, and we just like, yo, whoever wins, we just vote. We're just gonna vote them in, dog. We don't really care that much. It was mainly the women too, so it's like it's sad, but it also just proves that black women are just dope as fuck, and they deserve all the support and love that they don't get on a daily basis. So shout out to black women all out there, man. Love you, for real. And black men need to get together. Last year was an L. It's usually an L, but it was a huge poignant L. Like I said, like 2017 was the year of revelation and awakening. So a lot of people, if they weren't aware, they should be aware. Now, if they aren't still, then they're going to get left behind. And we in 2018 now, man. This is our year, man. I'm claiming it. I claim it every year, but
Are you here for black men in general?
for everybody, man. It's our year, man.
For everyone? I don't think it could be everyone's year.
Yeah,
It can be everyone's year. I'm going to be optimistically naive and just say everyone's going to have a good year this year.
That's very sweet of you. Yeah, I'm just going to say 2018 probably black women's year. I'm not giving no credit to white people this year either.
I mean, I'm not giving credit.
For the 28th year in a row, Angelus gives no credit to white people.
Well, Mike, you just said everybody. White people are part of the everybody. I'm definitely not. This is not their year either. They already had their years, really. It was from like 1776.
They've had their years for years, man. Like for like centuries, man.
They don't get years anymore. Okay, like they're cut off. Like their shit's done.
They get like stretches of decades and stuff like that. That's what they get. That's what they get, like a whole time period.
They get minutes right about now from me. Like, all right, this is your minute right here, and the minute's up. You try. Let's try this again next year.
Yeah, you know what? Now that you mention it, yeah, this is not their year. Because you know what? I already had one big white disappointment this year already.
What was your big white disappointment?
Justin motherfucking Timberlake, man.
I saw that shit coming a fucking decade away, man.
I should have known.
Super Bowl, I was like, yo, this dude's probably a piece of shit. But, you know, everybody's like, oh
Not
my God,
even
you brought
that.
sexy back.
When Jesse Williams was doing his speech, the BET Awards or whatever that year, and Justin was like on some slick all lives matter shit, I was like,
Yeah, but people were defending him. Oh, well, you know, maybe we're just misinterpreting Justin. It's like, no, Justin pretty much said that shit.
One thing I said, he's a white dude. He's gonna do that shit. That's as far as I went. But luckily, we're in February. I ain't got to worry about that shit. Cause I'm not watching the Super Bowl this Sunday. Fuck the Patriots. So,
is this Sunday?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Yes, this Sunday. Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of Justin Timberlake, I think was it on Twitter earlier where they said that Toby Keith has a writing credit on his new album.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That just added to it. I was like, oh, okay.
Who the fuck is Toby Keith?
Some country singer. That's all I need to know.
He's a racist country singer. He sang at Trump's inauguration.
Even worse.
Justin Timberlake had a moment when he put out that album with Timberland.
You mean all of them?
Where like his big one, the first one with Timberland.
So all of them?
Yeah, really all of them. But
was that the first? Really? That was?
Timberland and Justin Timberlake are like tight.
I didn't pay attention to Justin Timberlake until
Sexy Back.
Well, his second one then, or his third. I don't know Justin Timberlake albums. I'm sorry, guys.
Future Sex Love Sounds.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. I feel like at that point people were like, okay, he's famous, and they're okay with it. But then he just keeps doing dumb shit.
I don't get me wrong. I'll never take anything away from his like those two albums, Justified and Future Sex Love Sounds. Like those are pretty good albums. But the dude himself, it's just like. He's got that Justin Bieber thing going on with him where he'll put something out and then he's just like mad problematic. So you're just like, yeah, no, I'm not really going to be here for this. And that's basically me. When he did the whole thing with Janet Jackson during Super Bowl and he like denied, he like pushed all of the blame onto her. I was like, yo, that's pretty fucked up, fam, because I'm pretty sure she didn't rip them shits off her damn self. Like that shit had to been choreographed and everything. But, go ahead and just blame her. And she got like blacklisted for fucking decades while this dude's going around dancing, singing out, and selling concerts and shit. And like, wow, that's pretty fucked up.
People are also calling him out for his phony Me Too support.
Mainly because he worked with Woody Allen on that movie and stuff.
Yeah, mainly, but I don't think that's the end of it.
I don't think it is either. I feel
like he just has a history of not really giving a shit.
Yeah.
It's just lip service.
Yeah. It's not even like me, like just not being able to see this because I was a fan or whatever. It's more like, yeah, he just, to me, he was just always like a celebrity that just like did stupid shit or whatever, And so it was like, and that's why that moment when he tweeted during the Jesse Williams speech kind of just stood out to me. I was like, yeah, he might be a lot more problematic than I actually gave him credit for. And I kind of thought back on all the stuff he did or whatever, and I was like, yeah, he needs to shut the fuck up. And just like kind of just not say anything, just to kind of just keep his little angel boy kind of like look to him or whatever, just so he won't seem as problematic as he probably is. You know what I mean? But he's not going to shut up. I
think it's just especially fucked up for someone like Justin Timberlake who has profited off of black music.
Yeah,
like I think it's really fucked up when people who go into a genre of music that's very black dominated and they collaborate with black artists all the time and then they have no fucking clue as to what's going on that's affecting them. It feels like you're trying to have your cake and eat it too.
It is. It's exactly what it is. And that's the area of white privilege. They can kind of go into any little culture or whatever, adopt it. And, you know, in the case with Justin Timberlake, I'll say almost not misappropriated. Because that's pretty much who he is. It's not like he's like putting on or anything like that. That's who he is. But he has the privilege to shed it anytime. Like, that's the main reason why people get on Miley Cyrus so much, that she adopted it, appropriated it, misappropriated it, and then as soon as she wasn't making her famous or whatever, it didn't really give her the success she wanted, she dropped it as soon as possible. So that's the thing that kind of hurts about Justin Timberlake, is that he actually, because appropriation isn't some like just a bad thing on its own. It's when you do it and you don't give credit. Justin always gave credit to the people who influenced him and the people that were around him. The issue is that he can't see beyond that. He just sees, okay, I'm part of this or whatever, and I'm good. I ain't really worried about it. So whatever. And that's white privilege speaking at that point. He's like, I can't see everybody else's issues. I'm just making it out here on my own. And that's even more problematic than someone like Miley being, you know, because there are a lot of white people in minority spaces or whatever who take from culture or whatever, and not misappropriate it, but at the same time will just sit there when things go wrong and not do anything. Or if they do something, it's half-hearted, it's not really effective. You know what I mean? And I think that's the case for him. It's just that, you know, he doesn't really do anything really effective in his position, because in his position, he could be really strong. But yeah, it's just disappointing.
My favorite Justin Timberlake song was when they asked him if his son would ever play football, and he said never, during the Super Bowl conference.
He knows.
He saw Concussion with Will Smith. He was like, oh, nah, I'm good on that.
Took that Super Bowl halftime check, though.
Honestly, I would do the same thing, though, not gonna lie. Like, do you want to sing for us? Okay, sure.
We'll do a live So Well Spoken in the middle of the 50-yard line.
I'll just yell it out. I don't want to watch football. This shit's a stupid sport. But shout out to the chat.
Be kneeling during the national anthem and shit.
Kneel
Definitely
through the podcast.
kneeling. I'm gonna lay on the fucking ground in the national anthem.
Have a Wakanda sign or something like that, you know, just standing up.
That's enough Justin Timberlake talk for our Black History Month podcast.
Yeah, I know, because Black Panther comes out in like 2 weeks, man.
Oh, I know, it's getting closer.
So close.
You're both going day one, right?
I am. I don't know about
That's
Mike.
the plan. 10:15 p.m.
Do you got your ticket?
Yeah, I've been having my tickets, man.
I don't have a ticket.
Get your ticket, dog. You live in.
I'm planning to go like the Monday in the middle of the day.
Oh, okay. So you might be all right. You have to get it now, but you know, because my friends were like, Mike, where you going? I said, I'm going the night of at like 10 o'clock. I'm like, well, I got classes. I'm like, oh shit. So now
there's actually I was on Fandango because I tweeted out the pre-order link.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually, I think in Baldwin Hills for like $150, you could see it like 2 nights before the premiere.
Dope.
If I had that kind of money just readily
If
available.
I wasn't broke, I'd be there. But it's dope because it's in Baldwin Hills.
It sounds
a
rich.
lot of times.
That place sounds rich.
Baldwin Hills is like it's a nice neighborhood, but there's it's not that white, which is odd for a wealthy neighborhood on the coast.
Is that the neighborhood in Insecure that?
It's around there, but it's not that.
No. Because I remember she had a some type of gala, and I feel like it was in Baldwin Hills or whatever. And they made a comment. It's like that's like the last place that hasn't been like
gentrified.
Yeah, or they were about to.
Oh yeah, during the gala.
Yeah, during that.
I think that
scene.
was it.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, there's a few areas in LA that has a good amount of Black population that's upper middle class. There's like Baldwin Hills, Windsor Hills, where Insecure is set.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's really nice real estate too. I'm actually surprised that it hasn't been gentrified.
Yeah,
because it's like right on a hill overlooking the coast.
Damn, sounds dope.
It's hard to gentrify Black people with money.
That's true, because they're going way back. There's been a lot of like musicians and actors who've owned property there.
Yeah.
I can see why.
See, they can only gentrify poor black people. When they see black people with money, it's like, oh, we're gonna move in and try to get them out. And they're like, well, we've got money, fam. We're not going anywhere. We own all our
We're
homes.
just your neighbors now.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna see all of us. We're gonna be waving to you every morning and shit.
Our kids playing together.
You're gonna be locking your doors for no reason when we walk by, knowing damn well most of us make more money than you.
And speaking of Black Panther and black superheroes, Mike, are you caught up with Black Lightning?
So I had to work yesterday, the day before yesterday. I had to close exactly. So I didn't get to watch it. And I tried to watch it today, and on demand didn't have it up, so I'm like late on one episode. But it's last episodes I've seen been pretty good. Really nice cast. The guy from Khadijah's boyfriend from Living Single plays Black Lightning. Scooter, if you remember that show. It's a really good show. It's really good. And from the previews I've seen from the episode that just came out and the next episode, it's like it's going to continue going strong. I like it a lot. It's a really tightly written show. It was like one particular scene or whatever. You know how like superhero shows will do the whole like they have like a part, or any superhero media in general, they have like this little part where the superhero quits and stuff like that, and he got to realize why he got to come back. They did that in like the second episode because he's like a retired superhero by this point when the show starts, and they did it so well, and it kind of got that spirit of like, you know, people who kind of like have a lot of privilege and power, and they sit back and think they're doing enough, and they're not doing enough. It was like a really poignant scene in the last episode, and I really loved, and the direction was really good because it didn't just focus on him, and focus on another character too. And it's just like, I was like, whoa, is this CW or is this like Shonda Rhimes or something like this writing? It's like, what's going on here? Like, is this the same? But it's actually really good. It's good black media. Go watch it. My mom said it was like too black. I'm like, nah. Just because they playing Al Green the entire episode don't mean it's black for people to absorb. Al Green's timeless. But yeah, it's pretty good. So Black Lightning, Black Panther. You know, February, man. 2018, dog. I'm telling you, it's our year, man. It's our year. I feel it.
So optimistic. Bless your heart.
I mean, seeing the premiere where everyone was dressed up and everything, and seeing all the stars that were there, that was sick. Like, you seen Chadwick Boseman's top? That thing was immaculate, man. Like, dang, I get me one of those. Shit, how much you gonna pay for that?
I don't think you got that kind of money, man.
I'm gonna get there one day, man.
You don't want to know how much.
Yeah, you don't want to know how much that shit costs.
That thing was nice. I'm like, damn. Donald Glover's outfit was nice. The suit was nice. The ladies look nice.
Just think for a second, Mike. If you were cast as the lead in Black Panther, and it was the premiere night, how much would you spend on your outfit?
Ball the fuck out, man. What you mean?
I just rent the outfit and call it a day.
You can't go cheap on the premiere, dog. That's Black Panther, dog.
Nah, man.
This
is Marvel. They pay you like $300,000 your first film. I'm gonna rent that shit.
but you're the lead, though. You've already been in one movie. You got a contract, dude.
Yeah, you get $300,000 your first film. Ask Chris Evans. Again, I'm renting that shit.
Oh, damn.
When my second solo movie comes out, then I'm gonna buy that shit.
Well, wouldn't your first movie be like Civil War?
Gonna show up in the same outfit as the first movie.
Yeah. Might show up in a different color scheme, but yeah.
I'm balling out.
No balling here. Marvel be trying to be cheap with people.
Yeah. Because it is curious though. That's a huge ass, and it's not like a regular cast or whatever. Like, you know, you got like 3 stars and everybody else is like
they got the whole black acting entertainment group in there. It's like, damn. Only person I did not see was Idris Elba, and that's because he's already in a Marvel film. I'm like, yo, I need to sneak that nigga in somewhere.
Somebody say you gonna pop. Somebody say you gonna pop up at the end or whatever, just to say hi to.
I mean, that'd be lit. I just seen him pop up for like 1 second. He doesn't have to be. He can just be somebody else completely, and I'd be like, word.
Just be Luther.
Yeah. Be John Luther. Like, just come up there with his jacket on. Like, I'm trying to stop a murder.
Running around Wakanda.
Yeah, man. That's. I can't wait, man. Just 2 weeks. I'm gonna see it premiere night, and then I might go see it again. after, like a few days after?
I'm definitely seeing it multiple times. I probably might see it again the same day. Like I might go to like the matinee in the morning by myself and then go with my friends at night for the premiere and be like, yo, that was lit. Did you see that? Like, yep.
So what if it's not good? Hypothetical. Are you going to see it more than once?
That's like saying, what if Trump becomes a great president? You and I both know that's a fucking lie. So let's not even entertain these hype.
It's Black History Month.
Yeah, come on. Why are you so pessimistic during Black History Month, man? Damn.
What happened to everyone's gonna win?
Yeah.
We are. I'm just saying, like, are you going to go see it multiple times or not? I mean, the first
here you are in your
nice.
Damn devil's advocate bullshit. The nigga, the devil doesn't need an advocate, man. Stop, Mike. Stop being negative.
I'm just saying,
Mike, stop. No, wait till March.
I got Movie Pass, so I'll still buy tickets for it.
Yeah, that too. I also have Movie Pass. I'm gonna use my Movie Pass and I'm gonna buy tickets.
I won't be doing that. But I will probably see it multiple times.
How much are tickets in your area if that's the case? Because that sounds like...
For me, a ticket for one person is like $11, $12.
Yeah, out here it's like 12 to 15 depending where you go.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, it's basically all depending where you go. Like if you go to like one of the more low-end theaters, you can get a ticket for like $5, but you won't know what the fuck is going on in that movie.
Sounds all fucked up.
Yep. But hey, you only spent $5. Popcorn stale as shit.
Dude, I love the $2 theater around here because no one gives a shit about what you do in there. As long as you have the mindset that you're walking into the Wild West, it's completely fine by me.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the drive-in theater, but it's too damn cold for that shit.
The last time I went to the $2 theater, I kid you not, this dude who walked in with me, this older guy, he pulls out his wallet, he unfolds a bag of popcorn, and he asked them for a refill. Like he made a beeline to the concession stand and in front of them unfurled his popcorn. I was like, man, this theater's too nice.
I'm actually going to try that now. See, I never thought about doing that. I'm going to save my bags and just come back like, hey, refill time.
Yeah, because the popcorn's like $5, but a refill's like 50 cents.
Yeah, like popcorn, man. Like they get you on the concessions, man. Oh my gosh, yo. I remember one time we went to, I don't know what we saw, it was me and this girl. And yo, I spent fucking $35 on fucking 2 hot dogs and some fucking drinks. I was like, yo. Man, I'm not going to say what I want to say, but yo.
They got rid of small popcorn bags in my theater. I was like, bro, are you kidding me? I'm not going to eat all this. Like, dude. No.
Yeah, they get you like that too. They get rid of those smalls and make you take a large and you sit there with this big ass tub and you're like, all right, a lot of this is definitely going to waste.
You're not down to eat 2,000 calories of popcorn in one sitting?
Nah, man. Definitely not. Unless I am like absolutely starving. Nah.
Well, popcorn doesn't really fill me up either too. So it's like one of those things where it's just like, okay, I either get tired of it or I just eat it all up.
All right, so let's talk about Donald Trump.
Why? Oh, God.
Because we have to.
Do we?
And thus ends the feel goods for this podcast episode. Here comes the bleak, oppressing darkness to swallow us all.
Well, the big news this week is that memo.
The Nunes memo, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which every expert has come out and said is basically nothing.
You might want to explain what the Nunes memo is for those who...
All right, so the Nunes memo is a memo written by, Devin Nunes?
Yes.
It's a memo that he wrote that is supposed to be his report on classified docs that he hasn't himself read. And that's why Democrats are saying that his memo shouldn't be released because it's misinformed and inaccurate, and have even gone as far as saying if you release the Nunes memo, you should also release an opposing memo that puts into context the information, which is an idea the Republicans shot down, which shows you exactly what their intention is.
Yeah.
They're trying to discredit top FBI personnel because they feel that they're a threat to Donald Trump's presidency. And it's pretty clear to anyone with eyes. And the Republican members of Congress, or just representatives in general, have, even through silence and some through worse avenues, are helping the president commit obstruction of justice, like before our eyes, for at least like the third time.
Yeah, basically.
Which is fucking wild. Isn't that fucking wild that if we have a probe going on to find Russian influence on the election involving Donald Trump, but anyone who's been paying attention knows he's obstructed justice because he did it on live TV. So you kind of ask yourself, like, what are we waiting for?
For fucking Republicans to grow a spine and realize that, holy shit, we're a pretty terrible group of people. We need to hold ourselves accountable and hold Donald Trump accountable. But since that's never going to happen,
they'll if that happens, they'll never put it like that. After looking back, Donald Trump is such a deplorable human being, and and we only supported him because he thought he fought for our rights, and that's how it's going to go. If it ever gets to that point, they're going to just play dumb the entire time. I bet you.
Probably.
That's exactly what they're going to do. They're not going to
But I doubt they'll be so. I doubt they'll be so forward with how they don't, suddenly like Donald Trump. They won't say anything that disparaging about him because voters love him.
Depends on if the charges, how whatever he gets charged with, and like whatever the consequences are afterward.
I mean, it depends. Are they willing to lose 30% of their base? Because like 30% of Republicans love that man. So it's like, who are they going to pick up? They're sure as fuck not going to pick up black people. They're definitely not going to pick up other people of color or other minorities in general. Like all they'll have is white people, and it's like, like losing 30% and then trying to pick up another 30% of white folks. Ooh, that means like at least a good 70% of white people have to vote Republican for them to stay relevant if they lose that 30% base. It's like, that's a gamble. Personally, I would just hope they all just go away. Whichever way people want to take that statement I just made, I just want them to go away.
That's fair.
Because, like, I will say this, though. Like, I would say this administration has really shown the average person just how much of this government runs on gentlemen's agreements. It's fucking wild. It's like, wow, this is not even actual a law or anything. It's just some shit that we've been doing out of gentlemen's agreement for these last decades. Man, y'all forefathers are stupid as fuck.
Hey, yo, Comey, man. Look the other way, man. It wasn't a big deal, right?
Yeah, like half the shit that they're getting away with, I'm just like, dog, nobody's saying anything. And what makes it more annoying is that you have the other half of America, the indifferent half. It's like, oh, well, this isn't a big deal. And it's like, dude, that's not how like governments fall. Like, it's not a big thing that topples a government. It's erosion of really small things repeatedly, like just cutting away with those small fucking things that topples a government. The fact that you don't care about all these small things that are like literally fucking, for lack of a better word, illegal or just like very dubious in nature, it's like that's how countries and shit fall because of that shit. It's not some, we don't become fascists overnight. It's not like one day you wake up and everybody's walking down the street marching with Nazis and shit like that. Like that's never how it goes. It's very slow.
I mean, that did happen though.
Yeah.
That literally has happened to us already.
Winter Soldier was right, guys. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's pretty wild that movie has become more realistic over time.
Marvel predicts the future, man.
Damn.
So Wakanda's on its way, so don't even worry.
I mean, if there is a Wakanda, I'm moving. Like, fuck this country.
Let me know. Shit.
Right? I'm like, well, you know what? It was good being here amongst you people. Not really. Deuces. And like, I will give up everything. Yo, you got my passport. You tell me never to come back. I'll be like, all right, bet. Like, why would I want to come back to this third world country with a great military? Like, ooh, what the fuck's that going to do for me, nigga? Like, if I get like injured or some shit, I got to go into medical debt. Like, nah, fam, I'm straight on that. Like, oh, thank you, military, for whatever it is you do for me in this time of need. For me,
for our freedom.
Yeah,
I guess
they fight for your freedoms every day. This is the reason why you're allowed to talk to me right now. Like, oh, word. Is that what it is? Who's threatening my freedom right now? Like, what group? Please tell me.
That's the thing. We have to be honest. There's like real no antagonistic group of people outside of maybe North Korea that actually like. And they don't even do anything except like make threats.
I wouldn't even call that a group of antagonistic people. That's just a dictator.
Yeah. That's
like North Korea doesn't want any problems with America.
Yeah, so it's like, who are we constantly fearful that's going to take away these so-called freedoms. Like, who is this? Like, who is this group? Like,
9/11 completely shifted the public's view on how we think of, like, well, not us, but mainly white people. They really, you really notice how militaristic our country became, like jingoistic, like after 9/11. Like, everything's military design is just really popular, like military. Man, 9/11 just like fucked everything up, dude.
yeah,
And it had nothing to do with us. It was just like whatever. It was just like some act, like just some consequences of some past actions that America's done to itself, pretty much. You know, it's wild how like that one event just like flip shit around. But yeah, I don't know, man.
yeah. I mean,
shit,
you're right, man. Like, there was even a documentary on it. It's just like they pointed to 9/11 as like the jump off point to like this new fervor and like jingoism within our country. And I'm just like, yeah, that's about right there. Like, oh my God, we gotta protect our kids. Like, from who, nigga? Like, from who? Like, who is gonna take your kids, fam? Your kid's a pasty little fucker. Nobody wants him. What are you talking about? Like, go away. Oh my God.
And it's only been like one or two major attacks at that one time, and then, you know, individual attacks since then, and it's never been anything to be like we got to be on the defensive or anything like that, like overwhelmingly, you know. It's not like what you see in, you know, places like Jerusalem or Palestine or in the Middle East or,
well, there have been attacks though, but the problem is they're committed by our own citizens.
Yeah,
because we have the worst gun laws in the world.
That's the thing that blows my mind, yo. Like, we got that 9/11 happen. You gotta take off your fucking shoes at the fucking airport, go through all kinds of checks and shit. Fucking 2,000 school shootings happen like every fucking year, and nothing changes. Like, oh, well, you know, nothing can be done about that. Like, okay, word.
The only person that can stop a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. That's something.
And so that good guy gets shot too. And it's like,
until there's two
bad
bad guys.
Yeah. The police arrive on the scene to shoot everybody. Like, well, everybody's got a gun. We didn't know who was a good guy or a bad guy.
And that's not how guns work.
No.
Like, you have to aim and shoot a gun. And it's much more difficult than TV makes it seem.
Telling you, man, they watch like one fucking action movie and they all think they're fucking John Woo and shit. Like, yo,
it is significantly easier to cause damage with a gun.
It really is
to prevent damage with a gun. That's not a gun's intended purpose, to prevent tragedy.
Like, these niggas watched too much Dirty Harry and did not actually watch the movie or something like that. They had to.
Like, how quick on the draw is the average person that you think a gun in a classroom is going to save you?
Man,
it's not even just that. It's just like, there's also the fact that, like, all right, so you're going to shoot back at somebody. What happens if you hit, you know, a civilian? Mm-hmm. Congratulations, bro. Like, you are just as, you're just as, like, congratulations. You literally just helped them. Even if you don't hit anybody in the room that you're in, that bullet's going to travel somewhere. Like, it's going to travel until it fucking meets an object that stops it completely. So, like, that can go into another room, hit somebody. Like, cool, man, you just killed like 3 people trying to stop this one guy. But hey, man, you're a hero.
Or you could escalate the situation far past that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, it could have been just like a simple hold up or something like that. You know what I mean? Nothing like dude wasn't gonna do anything, but he saw somebody else with a gun, pop out, there it goes. Situation escalated. Like, it's never that simple to just, you know, oh, I'm gonna shoot this guy real quick. I'm a cowboy.
Adding like, more guns to a situation only increases the odds that someone's gonna get shot. And there's no accounting for in which direction.
Exactly.
It's just, there's a gun there. Now there's more likely a gun's going to be used. And that's really all a gun guarantees.
Yeah, a lot of people in this country have this idea that, you know, if everybody has a gun, then nobody will, you know, people will be too scared to do a mass shooting. Like, that's pretty much not true at all. Like, why, if that was true, why is like a no gun law, no gun zone at the fucking NRA convention? Like, y'all all have fucking, like, you're in the NRA convention. Like, why not have guns readily available, or at the fucking RNC convention? You know, allowed to have guns there. Well, you know, if guns solve problems, why not just have everybody inside that building have a gun?
It was just earlier today. There was another in LA. One?
Yeah.
It was like a 12-year-old girl shot a couple people.
One's in critical condition. A
12-year-old girl shot a whole bunch of people?
Yep.
The fuck?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we've had like what? I think they said there's been one every 2 days so far.
And you definitely haven't
Like,
heard one every 2 days. It's just the one where there's several victims are the ones you hear about.
yeah, I mean, at this point, honestly, American schools should just get rid of fire drills and just replace them with shooting drills, because we get more shootings in America than there's ever been school fires.
That's true. The schools I went to have never been on fire, but there's been 2 guns fired at them.
We've had guns in school, but it was just like some shit they had in somebody's book bag or found it with like weed or some shit like that. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Shit's wild out here. To be tired of this shit. Tired of it, man.
And then the thing that's really crazy is that, you know, we've got one branch, one political party that's like swearing up and down that, you know, oh, the Democrats are going to take our guns. They're trying to take our freedoms. Like, they whip people up into this frenzy that, you know, their guns are going to be taken. And it's like, well, you know, historically, guns have only been banned once ever in any capacity. And it wasn't by Democrats. It was by Reagan, California. And he did that as a reaction to Black Panther's open carrying. And he got scared as shit. I was like, whoa, Negroes with guns cannot have
For real?
that. Yeah.
Damn, you know what? That's not surprising, but I could put a face to the solution, because I always bring it up. I always bring up the pacification of like the Black Panthers and other like major black upstarts. Is it like, because like, you know how people always like well, black people need to start standing up for themselves and unify. I'm like, dude, we do that shit all the time.
Dog, like,
Always get.
Yeah, like if every black person in America open carried on the same day, gun law, we get some crazy gun reforms like immediately. Like the same minute. Like, whoa, too many Negroes have guns. We got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Doubly quick if you add some black Muslims in there. Just Muslims, period. Like, oh my God, this is too much. White people would shit themselves. They'd probably ban guns. Say, turn all your guns in. This didn't work. This is a failed thing. We need to redo everything.
Yeah, so fuck Republicans pretty much, right?
I mean, that's basically my mood 24/7, 365.
I forgot to mention about the Donald Trump stuff and the FBI. I was reading this article, I think it was The Atlantic, where someone was pointing out how Mueller isn't going to indict Trump.
Why?
Because it's technically against the law. Like, it's against the rules to indict a sitting president. And so Mueller won't break that rule. But his job would be to write up the report, including suggestions for indictment, to Rod Rosenstein. And that is why the Trump White House and Republicans are currently engaged in a smear campaign against Rosenstein. They want to undermine his credibility so that when the time comes and he's delivered the report by Mueller, that Republicans will think that he is Trump. He has a bias against Trump. That has been their thing with these past FBI personnel, which is insane because they're all registered Republicans.
That's their entire strategy. Everything, though. You think about it. Hillary,
Yeah.
Bernie, anybody, Obama, anybody they go up against, or whatever, you know, in any capacity. It could be something that's like innocent as an election or whatever. They always try like legit like discredit the person like completely, to the point where Hillary can't really even run again if she wanted to. And Lord knows what would happen to Bernie if he would have won that primary. He's just like, dude, that's their entire strategy, and I'm not surprised they're employing it for this situation. Like, it's their only strategy, really, and that's why they kind of get ahead, because they discredit everybody. They don't. The idea of two parties, you know, two conflicting ideals or whatever, isn't really the idea. It's just like, okay, I'm gonna discredit you completely, so there only looks like there's one side to choose from.
And that aspect of their administration's really weird, because they do it to people who they fire or who resign. So they demonstrate to everyone who's participating that there's no loyalty there.
Right.
Like, the day you decide to turn your back or to call it a day, they're going to say you didn't do much, that you're a buffoon, that you shouldn't have been there in the first place.
Yeah.
And that your replacement's much more qualified. That's their MO.
That's fucking Machiavellian. This is fucking that's like.
And it's all bullshit, because they do that. Like, the FBI members that they've done this to, they're all registered Republicans.
Comey a Republican?
Yeah, Comey's a Republican. Rosenstein's a Republican. Mueller's a Republican. Like, this is the FBI is predominantly conservative politically.
Always.
And they're trying to paint them as like a liberal organization trying to undermine the president, which couldn't be further from the truth. But that's the truth they're trying to sell their base right now.
That's sickening. And it makes it hard to believe. It doesn't make it hard to believe because they're so easily, they know how to easily manipulate their side of the pond so easily. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like with Democrats or whatever, the worst we have to really worry about is just like corruption and like just being half-assed at stuff. You know, just like, okay, that's politician shit. But what Republicans tend to do is just so like malicious and like harmful to like the society that we base America on.
Yeah, they'll dismantle institutions to get their way.
Yeah, and that's ugly, and it's only going to hurt them at the end of the day because, you know, because once you dismantle everything, you can't just put shit back together easily by yourself at all.
Yeah, once you lose power, then the tables get turned on you.
Yeah. They over here like some villains twirling their little mustaches and shit, and then when the shit goes wrong, they're like, oh, well, they want to play the victim like they did the entire Obama administration, pretty much.
Yeah, like they're doing right now. Oh my God, the Democrats are obstructing. They're not bipartisan. Like, nigga, y'all weren't bipartisan for 8 fucking years. Y'all literally said you would oppose everything that man did. Like, in half of America.
They opposed one of his nominations until she died.
Yeah, and it's
because
like,
they knew that she was ill.
That's sick as fuck. Ugh.
It is. It's really fucked up. And now, you know, the thing is, the tables haven't even really turned in that regard because it's like they control all 3 branches of the fucking government. So it's like, what are Democrats obstructing from you guys? Like, oh, we need 60 votes. It's like, dude, like fucking 8 Republicans went against that shit too. So no, it's not Democrats obstructing you. It's everybody's just like, yo, this is a stupid fucking idea. Like, kill yourselves. Like,
yeah, it's just the center Republicans haven't bought into Hydra completely.
Yeah, they're still pretty terrible people, though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, honestly, I that's one argument that I really hate. The moderate conservative, like, oh, we're still here. Like, no, you dudes were evicted from the fucking party ages ago. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, fam? Like, anytime, you know, you're like, the party is still based on the Southern strategy. So no, there's no such thing as a moderate conservative. Like, all of y'all are racist as fuck, in my opinion. Like, I don't try to differentiate between a complete Trump fanatic who just disagrees with facts and reality, period, versus somebody who sometimes disagrees with facts and reality. Like, y'all both groups are trash to me. Like, this country is so far right that people look at the center Republicans as like a voice of normalcy, and it's like, nah, they're pretty fucking out there too, yo. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Give them a chance, they would. Just given the opportunity, they would just jump on that bench. So I wouldn't be surprised if they would. It's Do we have any like brighter things to talk about?
Hold on.
That tweet's still popping.
Sister got robbed. Fuck. I'm just saying, yo. Alicia, what's her like? Cara? The bitch she's been out since like 2013. How is she a new artist?
I don't even care about that. What I care about is that she's not a good artist.
Damn.
That's what angers me the most, is that SZA put out one of the best albums of the year.
Yeah.
As her major label debut. What's better than doing that as a new artist?
I don't understand it, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I like that one song by Alicia, Here. That thing came out in like 2015. Like, how are you a new artist, fam?
I heard she won based off some like features she had in the past year.
She had a song with Zedd, which was really bad, in my opinion.
Bruno Mars took home like 80 Grammys.
Oh, and she was also on that Logic song, the Suicide Hotline song.
Logic,
yeah, Logic.
I'm not going to say anything about Logic.
Blame him.
But I mean, we really do got to end it on something like, man, I hate ending it on the darkness that is the Republican Party and the general.
Maybe we need to start with that shit and then jump into lighter topics next time.
Yeah, that'd be easier.
Yeah.
If we start with Trump?
Yeah, because then we can end on a light note, like, easily.
That's true. Yeah, let's do that next time.
Because, damn, man, this is a lot. Like, he always just drains me just talking about, I'm like, fuck, I'm tired. I gotta go take a nap.
That's what I was saying. Like 2017 was a bunch of like, yay, this happened, yay, this happened. The fuck? What the hell? Just like in like immediate confusion at the world in its current state or whatever. So
honestly, I wasn't confused at all. I was expecting all of this to happen. White lash always happens after progress in this country. So when Obama was president, I was like, yo, whoever comes after Obama is probably going to be racist as fuck. And it happened. I was like, yeah, see, white lash. White people do not like when a lot of progress goes on in this country. They're like, whoa, black president, we got to go back. We got to go back. We need to go back to law and order. Like, y'all getting too uppity. Let's go back.
I like how when Trump became president, everyone kind of adopted Angelus's mind state about America in general.
I mean, I have been saying
Angelus
it.
has been beating the drum for a while.
People were just like, no, this is a great country. Trump won't win. We've got good people here. Trump wins. I'm like, I told you guys. I told you.
I was looking at real estate in Mexico the other day. I'm like, it's cheap living.
I looked at some real estate in Barrie, Canada. It's like right outside fucking Toronto. Super cheap. So 30-minute drive into Toronto. I was like, you know what? I can live in a small city. It's only got like a population 200,000. I was like, you know what? I could do that. That's not even bad at all.
The nuclear fallout probably won't even reach most parts of Canada.
I mean, really? Like, actually, no, it probably will, man. Like, if they hit DC, yeah, we're probably gonna die. But at least I'll die with some nice healthcare. Like, let me get these anti-radiation pills.
get some Radix.
Live in Fallout Toronto.
Damn, now I feel like playing Fallout. Anyways, yeah, I can't move, so I'm stuck here.
That's a shame.
Like, y'all ain't gonna rescue your boy. You're like, hey, yo, man, I got you these tickets to Mexico.
Dude,
man.
land in Mexico is cheap as fuck. You just have to denounce your citizenship and become a Mexican national.
I gotta learn a second language.
I mean, yeah.
It's not that hard. Buy those Google earbuds that translate for you. You'll pick it up in no time. The best way to learn a language is being completely
immersed in it.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, because definitely them few years in Spanish in college and high school was like, okay.
Dude, my dad speaks perfect Spanish. I took 4 years of Spanish in high school. I have the most elementary grasp of the language.
If you ever move to Canada, man, you just got to marry a Canadian citizen, and they can give you sponsorship, and you can get in that way.
I know a few chicks in Toronto I can probably talk to.
See? There you go.
There you go.
You don't have to be stuck in this country.
Then you got to blend in, too. Can't just move to another country and stick out like a sore thumb. Well, Mexico, you ain't got no choice, but...
Damn, so I got to drop my southern accent.
Yeah.
Oh, but you already listened to a ton of Drake, so you already fit in.
By the way, his double EP, his 2-song EP was pretty dope. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Scary Hours.
Like, literally every fuckboy in a 600-mile radius on all their Instagram posts, I only love two things, my mom and my bed. I'm sorry. Like, oh my God, I don't stop quoting this shit.
She said, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry.
Like, that's like everybody's fucking quote on Instagram. Like, yo, all y'all broke ass motherfuckers working like a fucking 2 job at fucking Target. That's not that work. Those words don't apply to you. Like, stop.
We know you don't love your broke ass Serta.
You barely respect your mom. Like, y'all don't go see her. Like, you visit her when you need money. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be on every social media post, and I'm guilty of it too. I put it on my Snap. So.
And I'm tired of all the Wu-Tang references, but no Wu-Tang features on his songs.
That's his thing.
When was the last one?
Scary Hours.
Oh, the album name?
Yeah, it's
I'm not a big Wu.
Cash Rules. The sequel track.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God, Mike.
Well, to be fair to Drake on that though, Scary Hours is like a saying in Toronto. Like, literally, it just means like the hours where like
but it's
move.
been a saying.
Yeah, I mean, it's also been a saying in Toronto too. I'm pretty sure they might have got it from Wu-Tang, but I mean, you are talking about a bunch of island cats too, so it's like, though I don't think that Drake honestly moves like that. That man was from Forest Hill, which is like the most expensive part of Toronto by far. So it's like, what Scary Hours are you doing, fam? Like, you were probably in your room, like playing with your nice big screen TV, playing Xbox. Like, get out.
And I had just gotten over him not putting anyone on Wu-Tang Forever.
Yeah, that was kind of listening back on that. Every time I listen to Wu-Tang Forever, like, why isn't anybody on this song? But the Migos though.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's end with that.
All right. I have not listened to all of Culture 2 yet. That shit's too long. I was like, all right, I'm done.
I don't blame you. A lot of people saying that. A lot of people saying it's way
I was
too
like,
long.
yo, I can't. I like Migos, but damn, this is a lot of Migos. Like, this is a huge bunch. This is a lot of Migos. I can't do this much Migos.
The production on that album is really good.
Definitely. I will always.
It's probably their best produced album, but they still have all the issues from early on that people were fine with that I never was really into, like how their choruses are long as fuck.
Long choruses, repetitive choruses.
No, their songs in general are just really long.
Yeah,
and that's something I just never really liked about Migos.
I hadn't noticed that till you said that either. I was like, really? And I saw like a few of the first few songs in Culture, like 4 minutes. I'm like, 4 minutes? I gotta listen to 24 4-minute tracks? God damn, like that is a lot to take in at one time too. And to sit there and listen to it too.
It took me like a week to get through Culture 2.
Damn.
It took me a day. I had the Google Home playing, and I was like, okay, I like about 5 songs from this. I know what I'm downloading. And that was it. So Stir Fry is easily the best song on the album though.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, Stir Fry is really good.
Easily. Pharrell did his thing on that one.
Offset getting in trouble again. Shaking my head. This man just can't keep straight and narrow, man. He's always got to say something stupid.
Offset is the one who's dating Cardi B, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Engaged.
They're engaged now.
Man, and cheated on her like twice. I'm just like,
he's cheated on her more when they're engaged than when they were boyfriend girlfriend.
Basically, I'm like, dang. Like one of them, he actually recorded himself cheating. I was just like, yo, this is.
That was actually before they got engaged, though.
Oh.
That's the justification people use when they.
Well, I mean, they were still dating though, so
yeah, that's the justification though. You know how people are. They did it before they were together, though. They were engaged. I'm like, nigga, it's still cheating. I'm like, no, man. But you know how like black men protect these rappers, dude, man. Like that's their lifeblood, man. Like let Future say some like off the wall shit or whatever.
Which is weird because it's like Future's not paying any of your bills, so I don't know why you're protecting him.
Team Fletch, man. It's like the black man's Beyonce at this point. And it's unfortunately that's the best we got. Black man.
I don't know if I would give that to Future.
Who else? I
don't know if you want to give that to.
Did you just call Future the black male Beyonce?
Yes, because
holy
a little
sweet
what other artists do black men stand for as big as Beyonce?
Drake.
They criticize Drake way too much,
but yet at the very end of the day, they will listen to that dude.
That's completely different. I would compare Drake and Rihanna more. I would create Beyonce.
I'm just saying this: we are not going to be calling fucking Future the damn male fucking version Beyonce fan. We're not doing that.
I'm mainly talking about fan bases, really, and how defensive they get.
Oh man, I'm just not comfortable with this at all.
I'm sorry. This is what I see every time Future comes up, and somebody that has like a
Future
legit
has
criticism.
a very specific group that defends him.
Yeah,
though.
he does. They're very ashy. They're very
loud.
Mm-hmm.
They're very loud, and they're.
I would say Jay-Z honestly is like the male's version of Beyonce because when that man, when he cheated, nobody believed that shit until he said so. Everyone's like, yo, this bitch is lying, fam. Beyonce's stupid. Like, literally all
and they did the
Twitter
same thing for Future. Remember what he said? Well, I wouldn't have my kid. You know, when Russell Wilson was like taking pictures with the kid and stuff like that, they were on that nigga, man, like quick. Like, they did the same exact thing for Future. And it was like widespread. I'm telling you.
I'm still going to say Jay-Z because Jay-Z put out some really trash albums and people defended the fuck out of them. Like, terrible albums. Blueprint 3? Magna Carta Holy Grail, yo, Twitter was like, yo, this is the best album of all time. Like
platinum.
Yeah, it's like, how is this a good album, fam? Like, yo, listen to the beats, fam. So yeah, see, like when Magna Carta Holy Grail dropped, and he was like making those YouTube videos talking about like fucking dualities and shit. Like niggas everywhere were like, yo, this man is so deep, fam. Like what?
I think, yeah, you know what? I think you may be right about that because they do it at the 444 too. Like, not
Yeah,
the 444
like, yo, this
good.
man's got so many fucking layers to it, yo. Like, nigga, this is Blueprint 3. This shit was trash. What are you talking about? Like, oh, yo, man, Jay's just ahead of his time. He never gets old. His skills never deteriorate. Like, nah, fam. He needs to just hang it up. Like, hang it up.
That shit makes me question because have you heard Reasonable Doubt?
I don't think,
Like,
honestly,
do you know
a lot
how
of them
good
have.
Jay-Z can be?
Honestly, I think that's what
Like,
it is.
Jay-Z was at one point a very good rapper.
Yeah. I honestly think most of his the fans that you see on Twitter are like people who came in like circa Blueprint like 1 or 2. And it's just like,
They're just fans of Big Pimp.
yeah, basically they heard Big Pimp and they skipped like Blueprint 2 or the Black Album. It's like, yo, he's the best rapper ever. And wow, his skills have not deteriorated. And it's like, they dropped significantly. Like Jay-Z's like rapping skills are like Trump's speech, like mannerism of speech. It's deteriorated quite a bit.
This is supposed to be light. We don't got to bring it back to Trump.
Oh shit. All right.
The whole point was to get away from
Erase
Trump.
that comment.
Super Bowl.
What about it?
I
ain't watching
I
that
don't
shit.
care about football.
I ain't watching that shit.
I literally have never been a fan of I've never been a fan of football ever.
I'm gonna see the game, and I really hope Tom Brady loses, but that's about it.
Yeah, look at last time he played.
Atlanta isn't there this time, though.
Listen to me. The Patriots will win.
How many points were they up?
28
Mike, do you
to
remember?
7. I remember. I saw the shit. I was there, nigga. I was looking dead at the screen when that shit happened. When it all fell apart.
Yeah, Mike was on Twitter talking shit.
I should have known it was going to happen. This is the fucking Falcons you're talking about.
Mike already got the Henny out and everything.
Mike was on Twitter talking, we got a ring, baby. I was like, this nigga's celebrating.
Running around the streets yelling race war.
Because I just wanted the city to have a championship ring. That's all I cared about. Them motherfuckers fucked it up. So I'm like, fuck all Atlanta teams, except soccer teams, because they pretty dope. But fuck all Atlanta teams. I'm done. No more football. Fuck this shit. Flip table. Fuck that shit, man. Fuck Tom Brady.
SoWellSpoken.com. So Well Spoken Pod on Twitter.
Yeah.
Remember to subscribe on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher.
We on Spotify?
I don't know. I think Spotify is like really strict. I submitted us for Spotify and never heard anything back.
I wonder if it's all the cursing and threatening bodily harm.
The race war talk?
Yeah. I wonder if that's what's keeping us from Spotify.
And it looks like Bevel's going to have a Super Bowl ad maybe.
Yeah, I saw that.
With Nas.
Maybe it'll coincide an album drop, you know, because Khaled told me the damn album's been done for like fucking 2 years. But would DJ Khaled lie about an album being done?
He's the best. He would never lie.
Oh, everybody make sure you pre-order your tickets for Black Panther. Please. Watch it 3 times.
If you don't watch it and you're black, I'm really going to be disappointed in you as a person. Matter of fact, you might as well just start putting white on your senses when that shit comes around. Because you're no longer black. It's over. Completely other unrelated news to any of this. Yo, fuck Capcom, fam. This is some stupid bullshit, yo. Why do I gotta wait till August to play Monster Hunter on PC? This is bullshit, yo. Fuck you, Capcom. Shouldn't take this long, yo.
And I think on that message to Capcom, we're going to end this episode. So I hope you're listening, Capcom. Because Angelus is mad about having to wait a couple months for his game.
Couple? Dog, it's 6 months.
Oh, and Dragon Ball Z is legit. Fighters is legit. We out.
Fighters is legit. I don't have it, but I like watching it. You know, I like watching people play that shit together. I'm like, yo, this is lit. I've never been this into people fighting each other on a stream before. Only time I ever get that hype is for Evil Street Fighter. Other than that, I'm like, I don't really care about the fighting scene at all. But Dragon Ball Fighters, I'm like, yo, this is a hype ass match, and it's 2 fucking scrubs playing.
Remember that time that White Trey beat Corny's ass so bad in that game it disconnected?
And Corny said, "Fucking, this man was cheating."
And this nigga Justin Timberlake got a song called "Flat" on his album. I'm out.
All right, see you guys next week.
Yeah.